In the semi-tribal and tribal societies of Pakistan, including its Sindh province, women are poor and most vulnerable. Being deprived of economic empowerment at society and family level, and with limited access to an ownership of economic assets, including land, women are prone to violence, harsh labor, and food insecurity. Studies show that only 2% those owning land are in fact women. It is despite the fact that women have more active and productive role in land management, including production of crops. Participatory Development Initiatives working in Sindh and Balochistan provinces of Pakistan has been advocating women's land rights under its Land Rights Program. The program team has been making practical efforts for women's access to and ownership of land and their economic empowerment through different livelihoods and alternative livelihood initiatives. Pakistan's provincial Sindh government program of distribution of land among landless women provided an opportunity for PDI to support the government initiatives for the grant of land to women in Sindh province. As the government initiated its program, PDI with the support of Oxfam GB also started its campaign to support the poorest of poor and most vulnerable women in the land distribution program. PDI got published land grant application forms in thousands and disseminated that at large scale for the women to fill the forms and apply for land. Village to Village Visit campaign was initiated to make women aware of the program, distribute forms among them, and facilitate them in filling the forms for submission. Telecasting radio programs to inform the women about the program and the timings and venues of land distribution kacharis was a unique experience which benefited thousands of rural women to be aware of the program and apply for land. PDI provided transport for the pick and drop of poorest women to the open kacharis and also established facilitation camps near the open kachari venues. Hundreds of PDI volunteers were engaged in facilitating the women to fill their application forms on the kachari date and submit the same for the grant of land. PDI staff members also participated in the open kacharis as observers and raised objections wherever they felt that a particular land distribution decision is unjustified. Thousands of jubilant women turned to open kacharis for the grant of land with the facilitation and support of PDI. Thousands of women, including those directly supported and facilitated by PDI, were granted government land.
ज़मीन कई थी पे असांखे वेहण लाइ टुकरी कोन मिली उली उली थकासीं हाणे असांखे पंहिंजी मिली असां पाण कंदासीं आबादी कंदासीं मंझि से.
However, there was no safe selling for the women land grantees as they faced multiple post-land distribution issues, including grant of uncultivable land.
जॾहिं सरकार ॾिनी बनी तॾहिं मुंहिंजी वञी निकिती खारे खां निकिती हाणे आउं खारे में बचण वाल कहिड़ो गुज़र कंदीसि खारे में त मुंहिंजो को बि गुज़र कोन थींदो हाणे आउं ईअं थी चाहियां त मूंखे ॾींहुं ज़मीन अहिड़ी के जंहिंमें आउं बि त पंहिंजे बचनि जो गुज़र करे
न का फसल जहिड़ी न को आई सोचियो त तालाब थींदो पोइ हाणे वरी जेको सरकार अञा ॾियारे जो कुझु हा हीअ त ॾिस कम का कोन.
However, the biggest challenge for these women land grantees was the large number of legal appeals filed by the influential people against the grant of land to women and physical occupation of the land by the influential. PDI continued its struggle for the complete land ownership and empowerment of women land grantees. PDI started to organize the land grantees in the form of women organizations and build the capacities of those organizations to take the leadership role in resolving their land-related issues. PDI teams continued field visits and prepared field monitoring reports about the issues being faced by the land grantees to share those issues with the government officials, district and provincial level. Media visits were arranged to different areas to highlight the issues being faced by the women land grantees. PDI also conducted studies on the issues and did advocacy in the form of face-to-face meetings with the officials, organizing workshops, seminars, and conferences on the issues faced by the women land grantees. District-level legal aid committees were formed to provide legal support to women facing legal appeals on the grant of land to them. PDI provided agriculture input support to the women land grantees and alternative livelihood support to those women whose land was under litigation to support them to succeed in gaining the ownership of land. The campaign success is remarkable as 4,800 women in 17 districts of Sindh province of Pakistan have been granted 55,400 acres of land during 2 phases of land distribution. Hundreds of women cultivated their land with PDI agriculture input support, and more than 80% women land grantees have won legal cases filed against them and now have access to their granted land. However, still there is a long way to go as PDI does not want to ignore remaining 30% women land grantees who still face problems in the access to and control of their granted land.